Hi, 10 minutes with Tara. Today is addiction. What a thing to realize at some point that you're addicted. I mean, that's like the first step, right? Like I am addicted. And people right away will go to, alcohol or drugs. But addiction it can be a multitude of things. It could be your phone, right? That dopamine hit. Addiction could be exercise. I knew this lady who was working out at a gym and terrible, terrible grief, um, and how she dealt with it. I think she worked out at least 6 hours a day. A day. She would be easily 3+ hours up on a stair machine, medicating herself. Things I've been addicted to. I tried to become an alcoholic after my husband died. Is that crazy? I know it's crazy. I get it. But the pain was insane. And I wasn't finding the healing in God. I was still pretty mad at God. So I went and bought some expensive bottles of wine and I tried night after night. And I could only, seriously, all I could do was maybe 2 glasses because I don't really like wine that much. I mean, it's okay. And if I have a glass once every 2 to 3 months, maybe 2 glasses. Um, that's about the extent of it. If I never drank it again, I wouldn't care. But I wanted to be numb. I wanted to be numb. I wanted to stop thinking about how much pain I was in. I wanted to stop addressing it. I wanted to stop renumerating it, going over all the details, and it was terrifying. This world is a little bit terrifying, right? Crazy things are happening. And you feel hopeless and helpless and orphaned. So what do? If you can't fix it, you do something to medicate. I knew another woman, she was addicted to romance novels. Destroyed her marriage. Destroyed her marriage because there's no way any guy could ever live up to those expectations, to the guy that was in the book. Addictions. It's a way to keep us distracted and never connecting fully with the Lord. Addictions are knockoffs. The one thing our body and our soul and our mind and our spirit is craving, being abiding in the vine, plugged into this power and this love and all the fruit of the spirit that we're to be a conduit of, that we bear this fruit. We are the branch that's grafted into this vine, and that is the Lord, and he displays himself through us. But instead of doing that, we abide ourselves in other things, knockoffs, to try to feel good about ourselves. And you may have a good run here and there, that would keep you going back to that thing. But the moment you abide in him, there's nothing better. There's a whole universe of opportunities that is incredible. Universe of opportunities to be at peace. And now you're going to get all these things for yourself, but you're going to have so much of it, you're going to give it away. That's something to get addicted to. And I don't know if addicted is the right word, but I don't want to be abiding in anything else. Everything else is a cheap knockoff to him. There's no other way to deal with this life that it's not just effective. It's not just about feeling good. This is a deal. We're not meant to just be healed. We can do stuff with that. We have to whom much has been given, much is required. If you've been given peace, give it away. Show people how to live in peace as well. Show people what you did when you abided, when you abided, when you attached yourself to the vine, and you had wisdom, and you were able to make some incredible choices financially, with your relationships, with everything you need, how you eat, When you're abiding in the vine, you're going to make better choices. You're going to realize you're kind of a big deal. You will make choices that are incredible in regards to every aspect of your life. But you connect yourself to anything else, it is a knockoff. And when it's a knockoff, that means you're in pain. There's confusion. There's dysfunction. Ergo the addiction, right? You're in pain. You just want to escape. But when you're in abide mode, you have access to that peace. And it's in the word, right? And if you don't know, it is. And there's something so sublime regarding when you're reading it and he helps you to understand it. You become addicted to that. And you know when the knockoffs come along, you know, the gurus, the self-help gurus, they're telling and therapists or psychologists that teach you how to cope with your problem as opposed to being healed. They're giving you medications to numb you. When we can just bring all this garbage, all this crap, all this pain to the cross, realize what the cross did for us. It's a big deal. It is such a big deal in regards to there's no place you can go, no place else to go for you to get the healing that you need. There's no place, and if you do, and you get a temporary thing, it is temporary because the healing is not just a matter of not feeling a physical pain. The healing is first about your relationship with God. Addictions keep you enslaved because whatever you felt in that moment, it wasn't a permanent place of peace. You have to go back, and pretty soon, let's say it's a romance novel. It may be pretty benign at first, but pretty soon that benign romance novel, then you go to the next one and there's a little bit more naughtier stuff. And then you go to the next, full on, it's just full on porn after that. And then it gets worse after that. They talked about how bubblegum is the gateway drug to cigarettes. I don't believe in that, but that's when I first started to understand gateway stuff, and how just starting with just a little something, not a big deal, right? Just a glass of wine here, and pretty soon it's 2 glasses of wine. Then it's like a bottle of wine a night, or else you can't even go to sleep without that bottle of wine. Sleep aids. I think if anything, I probably had an addiction to Tylenol PM because of all the traveling that I did, and I just felt like if I didn't take Tylenol PM, I couldn't sleep. And my liver tanked and my kidneys tanked and I had issues. Now praise God, I have a whole story about my healing there. About all these other places I went to get immediate satisfaction, but I kept on having to go back. And the more I went back, the more destructive it was to my body. The same way with everything. When you go to anything else for healing, for peace, for wisdom, all of it is just, it's a knockoff to the real thing. So my heart would say, in my own experience, I don't take sleep aids anymore. I sleep through the night. God gave me wisdom how to deal with it, because when you go through a lot of trauma, and you go through menopause and your hormones are whacked out, I went and got help. Now I'm healthier than I've ever been. I've lost weight. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm at peace, even though my heart's broken at the same time. I praise God for His word, that He's given us the cross and His resurrection. It's kind of a big deal. What are you going to do with that now? If you recognize you're addicted to something, maybe today's the day you start getting addicted to Him. All right. I love you. You have a great day.